So let's demonstrate how to use the logic nodes as a very specific substitute for the signal blocker. So we can use the XOR with the AND node to block a continuous stream of signals where there's no interruption. And it has nothing to do with a trend run or anything. It only has to do with blocking a continuous run of signals, signals in the same direction, obviously. So let's see here. Let's call this, all right, I'll just do something simple here. I'll use a bar direction solver, because a bar direction solver, on Renko bars is definitely going to generate a lot of continuous signals here. So let's just set the number of bars up to 5. All right, and there we go. So, as long as we have 5 bars in any direction, right, we're going to get a bunch of continuous signals here. All right, so there's our continuous signal source. So, all right, so we got something to work with here. So we need an XOR node. Pop that in there. Oh, and let's see, we need a lookback node as well. So on the lookback, we are using the displacement function, right? And that's because of the XOR node. So if you're not familiar with what a XOR node is, just do a Google search, and a page will come up here to explain how an XOR works. So, because we're using an XOR, we need a lookback, and we need this. We're using the displacement of 1 here, and let's just rename that. There we go. So we renamed our lookback node. So if we look at the XOR node, right, take a look there, right? So we get a long signal on the first bar, and then we also get a long signal afterwards. So again, let's look at this. Let's look at our signals coming in, and then let's circle this there, right? And let's highlight that one. There we go. There we go. So now again, let's look at the XOR node, right? So we can see we have a long output after the continuous signals come to an end, right? Same with the short, right? So the white rectangle, right, circles the short signals, and then we see we have a short signal after the original signals came to an end, right? So we need to remove this last signal afterwards, and to do that we can just use a AND node, right? So we can take the original signals, pop it in there, right? So the original signals, there is no signal afterwards, obviously, right? So there is no signal there, there's no signal there. So with this AND node, and then you can take the XOR output and connect it in there, and there we have it, right? So there's the first signal in a continuous run there, right? So you can see that's providing the same function as the signal blocker, right? But the signal blocker is far more universal in its ability to block, right? So this XOR with an AND node, right, only works when you have a continuous run of signals in the same direction there. All right, so let's hopefully this one will end up in the search on YouTube where we can find it. So all the other ones have somehow gotten lost somewhere. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so there is Leo's suggestion there.